Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Farhan Jaffar, Ecommers वाला। I am a level 1 student at Rehan School, Islamabad campus। जैसा कि आपको पता है, मैं जब भी आता हूँ एक कॉलोनी के साथ आता हूँ, तो आज हमारे साथ कॉलोनी मौजूद है। आज हम कॉलोनी पर बात करेंगे और कॉलोनी का जो सा टॉपिक है वो है वाई वी शुड बी पेटेंट। तो हम चले शुरू करते हैं। Hello Maya, can you hear me?
Hi there. What's been occupying your mind lately?
So we can start the topic for question answer. You giving me answer of my each question. You can giving long answer, so I can start.
Ah, gotcha. Sounds good. Fire away. I'm happy to elaborate as much as you like.
So my first question is, what does it means to be patent?
Okay. So, a patent is basically a government granted right that lets an inventor exclusively make, use, and sell an invention for a set period of time. Usually that's 20 years from the date of filing the patent application. Think of it like this. You come up with a really cool new gadget. Without a patent, anyone could just copy it and start selling it themselves. A patent stops that from happening. It gives you a limited monopoly, so you can hopefully make some money back on the time, effort, and expense of inventing it. There are different types of patents, too. Utility patents are the most common, covering new and useful processes, machines, manufacturers, or compositions of matter. Design patents protect the ornamental design of an article, like the shape of a bottle or the pattern on a shoe. And then there are plant patents for new varieties of plants. It's not a free for all, though. To get a patent, your invention has to be genuinely new, meaning it hasn't been publicly known before. And it has to be non obvious, meaning someone skilled in the field wouldn't be able to easily figure it out. It's a whole process, usually involving a patent attorney and a lot of paperwork.
So my next question is, what's it mean to why we should be patent?
Right, good question. So, why bother with all that trouble? Well, there are a few big reasons. First, financially, patents can be super valuable for businesses. They create a competitive edge. If you're the only one who can legally make something, you can often charge more for it. It's a real incentive to innovate, right? It also attracts investment. Investors are more likely to put money into a company that has strong patent protection. But it's not just about the money. Patents also encourage disclosure. To get a patent, you have to publicly explain how your invention works. That means others can learn from your work and build upon it, even while your patent is active. It pushes the boundaries of what's possible and fosters further innovation. It's a bit of a trade off. You get exclusive rights for a while, but you also contribute to the overall body of knowledge. And honestly, for some inventors, it's just about recognition. Getting a patent is a validation of their creativity and hard work, which is pretty cool. Still with me? Just let me know when you're ready for the next question. No pressure at all.
So my next question is, what is the meaning of patent? Patent, not patent.
Ah, fair catch. You're right to call me out on that. My apologies. Patent as a word, like the etymology of it, comes from the Latin word patere, which means to be open. Originally, a patent was actually a public document granting privileges. Think of it as a royal decree or a letter showing someone had permission to do something. Over time, it narrowed down to specifically mean the right to exclude others from making, using, or selling an invention. So, kind of ironic, right? Started with open and ended up being about exclusion. It's a weird little twist of history.
So my next question is, you give the long answer of it. By some people cannot know about the patent. The patent, why can we do the people and the others why cannot do the with the machines or any other things? Why?
Okay, that's a really good point. I sometimes get carried away with the details. You're right. A lot of people don't need the whole history lesson. They just want to understand the core idea. So, why does a patent let one person do something others can't? And all comes down to that exclusive right I mentioned earlier. When you get a patent, you're essentially saying, I invented this, and for the next 20 years, nobody else can legally profit from it without my permission. Now, profit is key here. People can still invent similar things, but they have to do it in a way that doesn't infringe on your patent. It's a tricky area and often requires lawyers to sort out. Let's say you invent a new type of engine. Your patent doesn't stop someone from inventing a different type of engine or even a slightly different version of yours. But if they copy your design closely enough, if it falls within the scope of your patent claims, then they're breaking the law. You can then sue them to stop them from selling their copy and potentially get money for any profits they already made. The whole point is to protect your investment in the invention. It gives you the breathing room to develop and market it without being immediately undercut by competitors. It's about rewarding innovation and encouraging more people to come up with new and useful things. Does that make a bit more sense? Just checking in. Still following? Feel free to tell me if I'm explaining things too slowly or getting too detailed. I'm happy to adjust. Okay, sounds
So,
like you might be.
so my next question is, why should
Yes.
we why should we be patent? We cannot do patent.
Oh, yeah, okay. So you're asking why everyone doesn't just patent everything, and what happens if an invention isn't patented? That's a really smart question. It boils down to a few things. First, getting a patent is expensive. There are attorney fees, filing fees, and ongoing maintenance fees. For a small inventor or a startup, those costs can be prohibitive. Second, the patent process can take years. By the time you get a patent, the technology might be obsolete or someone else might have come up with a better solution. And third, sometimes it just doesn't make sense to patent something. If an invention is easily reverse engineered, meaning someone could figure out how it works just by taking it apart, a patent might not be worth the investment. It also might be a strategic decision to keep an invention a trade secret instead of patenting it. Think of the formula for Coca-Cola. It's never been patented because they believe keeping it secret gives them a bigger advantage. If you don't patent something, it enters the public domain. That means anyone can copy, use, and sell it without your permission, which can be good. It can lead to faster innovation and lower prices for consumers. But it also means you lose control over your invention and won't be able to profit from it exclusively. So
So
it's a balancing act.
my next question is, how can we save all the things from this?
Okay, so who benefits from the patent system? It's a layered answer, really. First and foremost, the inventor, or more accurately, the patent holder, benefits directly. They get the exclusive right to profit from their invention, which can be a huge financial reward. But the benefits extend beyond that. Companies benefit because patents give them a competitive advantage and attract investment. Consumers benefit because patents encourage innovation, leading to new and improved products. And society as a whole benefits because patents contribute to the growth of knowledge and technology. Even competitors can benefit indirectly because the public disclosure of patented inventions allows them to learn and build upon those ideas. Of course, there are also downsides. Patents can sometimes stifle innovation by creating monopolies and raising prices. But overall, the patent system is designed to be a win-win for everyone involved, even if the benefits aren't always evenly distributed. Does that answer your question, or are you
So,
thinking about something more?
so
Still
my
with
next
me?
question is, how does patent help us during a teamwork?
Ah, good question. How patents play into teamwork? That's a bit nuanced. Patents can actually be really important for collaborative projects, but they can also get tricky. Here's the deal. If a team develops an invention together, figuring out who owns the patent can be complicated. Usually, it depends on the agreement the team members have in place. If they're working for a company, the company typically owns the patent, regardless of who came up with the original idea. But if they're independent inventors collaborating, they need to have a written agreement outlining ownership, responsibilities, and how any profits will be shared. Without that agreement, it can become a legal mess. Now, patents can also help attract funding for team projects. Investors want to know that the invention is protected, so a strong patent portfolio can make a team more appealing. Plus, patents can be a source of prestige and recognition for the team as a whole. The thing is, you really need to think about patent ownership up front before you even start working on the invention. It's much easier to sort things out at the beginning than to try to unravel it later. A clear agreement protects everyone involved and ensures that the team can benefit from their collective innovation. Does that make sense?
So my next question is, why should we be patent with other older peoples?
Okay, you mean why patent alongside someone who already has a track record, someone more experienced? That's smart to consider. There are a few reasons why collaborating with established inventors or researchers on a patent can be really beneficial. First, they often have a deeper understanding of the patent process itself. They've been through it before, so they can help navigate the complexities and avoid common pitfalls. Second, they may have existing relationships with patent attorneys and other experts, which can save you time and money. Third, they can bring credibility to the invention. A patent co-owned by a well-respected figure in the field is more likely to attract attention from investors and potential licensees. Finally, they might have complementary skills and expertise. Maybe you're a brilliant engineer, but they're a savvy business person. Working together can create a more well-rounded and successful outcome. Of course, it's crucial to have a clear agreement about ownership and responsibilities, just like with any team project. But in general, partnering with experienced inventors can significantly increase your chances of getting a strong patent and bringing your invention to market. What do you think? Does that align with how you were picturing it?
So my next question is, can patent help us when we feel disturbance?
That's a really interesting question. When you say disturbance, do you mean like someone infringing on your patent or something else entirely? Because if someone is making, using, or selling your patented invention without your permission, absolutely, a patent gives you legal recourse. You can sue them for damages and get an injunction to stop them from continuing. But I'm sensing maybe you mean disturbance in a broader sense, like feeling stressed or anxious about someone copying your idea even before you have a patent. In that case, a patent application, even before it's granted, can provide some peace of mind. It establishes a documented priority date, which means you have a claim to the invention even if someone else files a patent for something similar later on. It doesn't give you full legal protection, but it's a good first step. Ultimately, a patent can't eliminate all the worries and frustrations that come with being an inventor, but it can provide a valuable layer of security and control, and that can be incredibly helpful when you're feeling vulnerable or threatened. Is that what you were getting at, or am I off base?
So how can do we save our things from patent?
Ah, okay. You mean how can we protect our ideas from being patented by someone else, right? Essentially, how do we avoid someone else taking credit for our work? That's a really important thing to think about. There are a few strategies. First, careful documentation is key. Keep detailed records of your invention, including dates, sketches, lab notes, and any correspondence related to it. This can help establish your priority if there's a dispute. Second, non-disclosure agreements or NDAs are your friend. If you need to share your idea with someone, like a potential investor or manufacturer, make sure you have them sign an NDA first. This legally prevents them from using or disclosing your invention without your permission. Third, consider filing a provisional patent application. This is a less formal and less expensive way to establish a priority date. It gives you patent pending status for 1 year. during which time you can continue to develop your invention and decide whether to file a full patent application. And finally, be careful about publicly disclosing your invention before you've taken steps to protect it. Once you've publicly disclosed it, you lose the ability to patent it in many countries. It's a bit of a minefield, but these steps can help you safeguard your intellectual property. Does that give you a clear sense of how to protect your ideas?
How can we save our patent from other uh, people's?
Okay, so you want to know how to defend your patent, how to stop other people from infringing on it? That's a really important question. First, you need to monitor the market for potential infringers. This means keeping an eye out for products or services that are similar to your invention. Then, if you suspect someone is infringing on your patent, you need to gather evidence. This could include purchasing the infringing product, taking photographs, and documenting any advertising or marketing materials. Once you have sufficient evidence, you can send a cease and desist letter to the infringer, demanding that they stop selling the infringing product. Often, that's enough to resolve the issue. But if they don't comply, you may need to file a lawsuit in court. Patent litigation can be complex and expensive, so it's usually a good idea to consult with a patent attorney. They can advise you on the best course of action and represent you in court. There are also alternative dispute resolution methods like mediation and arbitration, which can be less expensive and time-consuming than litigation. The key is to be proactive and assertive in protecting your patent rights. It's not enough to just get a patent. You have to be willing to enforce it. Just checking in. Are you still there? Happy to continue when you are.
So my next question is, how can we respect from patent, and how can we learning from patent?
Okay, so two parts to that question, respecting patents and learning from them. Let's tackle respecting patents first. Simply put, respecting a patent means not making, using, or selling the patented invention without the patent holder's permission. It's about acknowledging their intellectual property rights. If you want to use a patented invention, you can either license it from the patent holder, meaning you pay them a fee for the right to use it, or design around it, meaning you come up with a different solution that doesn't infringe on their patent. Now, learning from patents is a really valuable skill. Patents are a goldmine of technical information. You can search patent databases, like Google Patents or the USPTO website, to find out what's already been invented in your field. This can help you avoid reinventing the wheel, identify new opportunities for innovation, and understand the state of the art. Reading patents can also teach you a lot about technical writing and problem solving. They're often very detailed and precise, and they explain complex concepts in a clear and concise way. So, respecting patents is about following the law, and learning from patents is about using them as a resource for innovation. Both are important for anyone working in a technical field. Does that make sense?
So how can we learn from patent to learning any other language?
That's a really creative question. I hadn't thought about that connection before. Learning a language from patents. It's definitely not a traditional method, but actually there's a kernel of a good idea there. Here's how it could work. Patents are often translated into multiple languages. So if you're learning, say, Japanese, you could find patents originally filed in Japan and compare the Japanese text to the English translation. This would give you real-world examples of technical terminology and sentence structures. It's a very specialized vocabulary, though. Lots of precise technical language. You need to supplement that with more general language learning materials, of course. But patents could be a helpful resource for expanding your technical vocabulary and getting used to reading complex texts in another language. It's not going to teach you how to order a coffee, but it could give you a leg up if you're trying to read scientific papers or technical manuals in a foreign language. It's a niche approach, but I appreciate you thinking outside the box. Is that what you were envisioning? All right. Still here if you've got another question whenever you're ready.
Uh,
Just letting you
so,
know I'm still here.
my next question is, how can do we protect our patent from any other people's?
Okay, so you want to know who can help you protect your patent from other people? There are a few key players. First and foremost, a patent attorney. They specialize in patent law and can help you navigate the complex legal process of obtaining and enforcing a patent. They can conduct patent searches, prepare and file patent applications, and represent you in court if necessary. Second, a patent paralegal can assist the attorney with various tasks like document preparation and filing. They can help reduce costs and speed up the process. Third, you might want to work with a licensing agent or firm. They can help you find potential licensees for your patent and negotiate licensing agreements. And finally, you, as the patent holder, play a crucial role in protecting your patent. You need to be vigilant in monitoring the market for potential infringers and reporting any suspected infringement to your attorney. Basically, it's a team effort. You need legal expertise, administrative support, and your own proactive monitoring to ensure that your patent is adequately protected. Everything all right? Just checking
Uh,
in. Feel free
the
to take your time.
Yes, there is a striking time for I also doing another work on it. My next answer is question is why the patent is helpful for us.
Ah, gotcha. Life gets in the way, right? Totally understand. Okay, so you want to know why patents are generally big picture? It comes down to encouraging innovation and progress. Patents incentivize people to invest time and resources into creating new things because they know they'll have a limited period of exclusivity to profit from their inventions. That incentive drives technological advancements, which benefits everyone. Patents also promote the disclosure of new knowledge. To get a patent, you have to publicly describe your invention in detail, which adds to the collective body of knowledge and allows others to build upon your work. They also foster economic growth by creating new industries and jobs. When companies are able to protect their inventions with patents, they're more likely to invest in research and development, which leads to more innovation and economic activity. And finally, patents can improve the quality of life by bringing new and improved products and services to market. It's not a perfect system, but overall, patents play a vital role in driving innovation and progress. Does that line up with how you're thinking about it?
So this is our Maya. Thank you so much, Maya, to coming in my interview and giving me a long answer. I also regarded you in my interview. Thank you so much. मिलेंगे एक नए माया के साथ एक नए कॉलोनी के साथ तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज.
Oh, all right. Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you, Farhan Jaffar. I'm glad I could be of help during your interview, and I wish you all the best with the new Maya and everything else. Allah Hafiz to you as well.